Salve Maria! The 11th of July is celebrated as the feast of the great Saint Benedict, the father of Western monasticism. He is known for a great many things. We owe the whole of Western Christian civilization to him. But there is one particular means he uses to lend us his spiritual aid and protection. Through his medal, the Saint Benedict's medal. Many of you may have already seen this medal, but may not know its significance, the meaning of the various symbols that exist here, and its efficacy. In today's video, we shall learn about all these things and more. Saint Benedict's medal, like any other religious medal, is a sacramental. We've spoken about a few sacramentals already on this channel. But to briefly summarize what they mean, sacramentals are sacred signs which in a sense imitate the sacraments. They signify certain effects, especially spiritual ones, and they achieve these effects through the intercession of the Church. They are blessed objects, not lucky charms, and there is nothing superstitious in the use of sacramentals. They are means that make us remember God and they help us to sanctify ourselves. At first glance, it's easy to ignore the rich symbolism contained in the medal of Saint Benedict. It has various images, letters, and words connected to this very illustrious saint. So to fully grasp the efficacy of this medal, it's utterly indispensable to understand the meaning of all the elements that it contains. Here on the front side, you can see Saint Benedict holding a cross in his right hand and the rule of his order, commonly known as the Rule of Saint Benedict, which later formed the basis for the rules of many other religious orders and religious congregations on the left. There are two pedestals on either side of Saint Benedict. The pedestal on his right holds a cup of wine, and the one on his left depicts a raven that is about to take flight. Now, the story behind these two symbols are very, very interesting. When a person does good, he garners more enemies than friends. The greatest example of this is our Lord Jesus Christ himself. He says in the Gospel of St. John, "If the world hates you, know that it has hated me before it has hated you." Saint Benedict was widely known for his exemplary virtue and his very gentle nature. When the abbot of a nearby monastery died, the monks of that abbey, after much persuasion, convinced Saint Benedict to become their new abbot. However, Saint Benedict was much more strict than they had expected. He reprimanded them for the bad life that they were leading and set forth a series of reforms for the monastery. But the monks were far from willing to change their sinful lives, and they conspired to kill him. They poisoned his wine and kept it along with the other food on the table. As was the practice then, all the food before being consumed was blessed by the abbot. And as Saint Benedict was the abbot, he made the sign of the cross over the wine. And the chalice which contained the wine shattered into pieces. By this, the saint perceived that the chalice had something that was opposed to the sign of life, that is the sign of the cross that he had just traced over it. And he then asked the fellow monks why they had committed such a grave sin, plotting to murder him. And seeing that they were repentant after witnessing such a great miracle, he forgave them and left the monastery, returning back to the wilderness and to his solitary life. Although he lived a life of solitude, he became very well known for his virtue, the miracles he wrought, and for the number of people who through his illustrious example and his teaching, he drew to serve the Lord. As a result, during his lifetime alone, he established 12 monasteries. Now, as I had mentioned earlier, the medal also depicts a raven seated on a pedestal on the left of Saint Benedict. There's a fascinating story behind this too. Saint Benedict regularly fed a raven from his own portion of bread at mealtime. On one occasion, a malicious enemy poisoned the bread that he was about to consume. Knowing through an inspiration from God that the bread was tainted with poison, Saint Benedict called upon the raven to dispose of this poisoned bread to ensure that no other being would be harmed by eating it. And the raven obeyed Saint Benedict's command and flew off with the poisoned bread. So, We can see two instances where evil people conspired to harm Saint Benedict, and nothing ever happened to him because God's assistance was always with him. The medal likewise has proven to be very efficacious in warding away Satan and his minions, and has served as a very powerful weapon of God against witchcraft and black magic as well. In the area above the cup and the raven, the Latin words Crux Sancte Patris Benedicti are inscribed. They translate to the cross of our Holy Father Benedict. Saint Benedict was a great devotee of the cross and is said to have performed many exorcisms during his life with the aid of the cross. And inscribed around the margin of the medal, we find the Latin words Eus in obito nostro presentia muniamur, which translates to, may we be strengthened by his presence at the hour of our death. Now, Saint Benedict is also considered the patron saint of a happy death. Why, you may ask? 6 days prior to his death, he requested that the grave prepared for him be opened up. Very soon after, he became ill and was slowly approaching his death. On the 6th day, he asked to be carried to the oratory where he received Holy Communion. And then, being supported by his brothers and his spiritual sons, he lifted his hands up to heaven and passed away. Indeed, it was a most blessed death. It is because of this that the medal invokes the intercession of this powerful patron saint at the hour of our death. Below the saint, S.M. Cassino is engraved, which signifies Sancte Monte Cassino, the place where the medal was first struck, followed by the Roman numerals 1400, indicating that the medal commemorates the 1400th anniversary of Saint Benedict's death. On the reverse side of the medal, we find a cross bearing the initial letters of an exorcistic prayer. Crux sacra sit mihi lux, nunquam draco sit mihi dux, which translates to, may the holy cross be my light, may the dragon never be my guide. This is a constant prayer to God through the intercession of Saint Benedict to be protected from the snares of Satan, especially when we are tempted. In the spaces around the cross, we find the letters CSPB, which stands again for Crux Sancte Patris Benedicti, meaning the cross of our Holy Father Benedict. And above the cross, the centuries-old Benedictine motto is engraved, Pax, which means peace. The letters outlining the rim of the medal are the initial letters of yet another very beautiful medieval Catholic formula of exorcism, recorded in a 1415 manuscript in the Benedictine Abbey of Metten, Bavaria. The short exorcistic formula is as follows: Vade retro satana, nunquam suade mihi vana, sunt malaque libas, ipse venena bibas, which translates to, begone Satan, never tempt me with your vanities. Evil are the things you offer, drink your own poison. These emphatic words are yet another defense against the infernal enemy, who, as St. Peter says, prowls about like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. We too, when we are confronted with our temptations and trials against the infernal enemy, we can use this invocation as well. The miracles and aid that Saint Benedict lends through his medal has been testified by very many people who have used it throughout history. If you're wondering as to how this medal can be used, there is no prescribed way for carrying or wearing it. It can be worn on a chain around the neck, it can be attached to one's rosary, it can be kept in one's pocket or one's purse, or even placed in one's car or home. The medal is often put into the foundation of houses and buildings, the walls of barns, sheds, and even at one's place of work. The medal must be, however, blessed using a special exorcistic formula. The formula will be made available for you all in the description of the video. It can be blessed by any priest, but it's compulsory that the medal be blessed with this particular formula alone. The purpose of using this medal is first and foremost to call down God's blessings and protection upon us, upon our homes, upon our possessions, and especially through the intercession of Saint Benedict. By the conscious and devout use of this medal, the Saint Benedict's medal, it becomes, as it were, a silent prayer, a constant reminder to us of our dignity as followers of Christ and children of the Catholic Church. This medal, as we have already seen, is a prayer of exorcism against Satan, a prayer of strength in times of temptation, a prayer for the restoration of true peace and order in the world. a prayer for a world without sin, a prayer for a firm rejection of all that is evil, a prayer of petition that we may with Christian fortitude walk in God's ways with the gospel as our light, as Saint Benedict urges in his rule. It serves us as a constant reminder of the words of Job, "Life of man upon earth is warfare." Indeed, all of us pilgrims on this earth have battles to wage against the world, the devil, and the flesh. And it is in this battle that we ask Saint Benedict to intervene with his powerful aid and bring us safe to eternal happiness, where we will contemplate God face to face for all eternity. It is not very uncommon in the history of the Catholic Church to see occasions where God has granted a lot of power to his saints over the devil. Take for instance the many exorcisms of Blessed Francisco Palau, or of Saint Francis Borgia, or so many other saints who have exorcised demons numerous times in their lifetime. Being defeated by a mere human being wounds the devil's pride far more, and therefore God wills to triumph over the devil through his saints. So, I highly recommend that you use this medal with true piety and devotion, invoking the aid of Saint Benedict in all your spiritual battles and warfares against Satan on this earth. And if you found this video informative, don't forget to share it with your friends and family. Hope to see you in the next video. Salve Maria.